Here's how you can create moving parallax photos like this. First thing you're going to need is an electric camera slider. I'm using this Zeppin Micro 2 Plus, and on top of that I have mounted the Canon 6D Mark II. Now I'm going to hit record on my camera, strike a pose, and start up the camera slider. Now we have a video clip that looks like this. Now before I go anywhere, I also want to take a picture of this coffee mug right here in this exact location. Now that that's done, it's time to go do some editing, and I'm going to be using Photoshop and Lumafusion on my iPad. Now, if you don't want to pay for these programs, don't worry, because there's some free PC software that's capable of doing all the same stuff. Links for it in the description below. Now I'm going to start by opening up this photo in Photoshop, grab the object selection tool, and use it to select the coffee mug. Once that's selected, you can click on these three little dots here, click copy, click on the three little dots again, and hit paste. The coffee mug is now its own layer, so now we can just select the background layer and delete it. Now we have just the coffee mug by itself with a transparent background. Go to export and make sure you export this as a PNG file. JPEGs don't preserve the transparent background, so it's very important that you export this as a PNG. Now I'm going to head over to Lumafusion, and as you can see, I've already brought in my video clip and moved it down here onto the timeline. Up here on the left, I have my PNG coffee mug photo. I'm going to grab that and just drag that down onto the timeline here and place it right above the video clip. That way it'll be visible in front of the video clip. Now it's time to add some motion keyframes so that this coffee mug will actually move throughout the video. Click on this little pencil button right here, and that will open up this edit panel where we can create some keyframes. So we're gonna start here at the beginning of our video. Click on this little blue X here, and that will create a keyframe. I'm gonna move the coffee mug over here so it's right above my hand, just kind of floating there. Scrub through the timeline to the very end of the video, and move the coffee mug over to the left side of the screen here, right in the same place, just hovering above my hand. And there's no need to click to create another keyframe because another keyframe has automatically been created. So what's happening here is that the coffee mug is going to automatically move from keyframe A to keyframe B throughout the duration of the video. Now we can just go back, hit export, and here's the results. So this is a really simple little editing technique, and then I just took this same technique but applied it in slightly different ways to create these other two clips. And then for this last one, this didn't actually involve any editing at all. Instead, I just brought in some ladders, set up a board in between them, and then sat on that and had my legs dangling off the edge, and then just had the camera angled down far enough that you couldn't see the board and the ladders. So if you guys don't feel like editing anything, you could always try out that trick as well. And of course, if you guys want any of the equipment or software that I use, links for everything in the description below. Go check out some of my other videos right here, and I'll see you guys all next time.